Barbara. Sorry for hacking into your comms, but I need a favor. Some evidence crates have gone missing. Army-grade stuff, and no one here is doing anything about it. So I'm sending you their GPS location information. Use your weapon disruptor on any crates you find. It'll fry their circuits and render the stuff useless.
Such a great Barbara moment. It shows she's not just tech savvy, which we already knew that, but also highlights her strong moral compass. The way she talks about what's going on with the evidence lockers and asks someone to stop them adds some real depth. It's a powerful scene that a lot of people tend to overlook in my opinion. A nice little detail, the sound of the cops struggling are muffled, almost like a garbled radio channel. It makes sense since they probably have radios built into their headsets.
Strange. These are Black Mask's men. Not the kind of guys I'd expect to find running around in the sewers.
Low-key, one of my favorite moments in the entire series. It's just so relatable. You're genuinely impressed by something and your best friend thinks it's completely stupid. It cracks me up every time and always brings a smile to my face.
Could be worse. At least he sent an expert martial artist to protect us down here.
Protect us from what? The rats?
No, the bat, you idiot.
The bat. The bat's got better things to do tonight than hang out in the sewers.
Hope you're right. But just in case, I'm glad we got old Kung Fu on our side.
Hey, whatever makes you feel better. I'm just worried about how I'm gonna get the smell out of my clothes.
Boss is making some big moves tonight. Yeah, we gonna remind people why Black Mask is the name to be feared in Gotham City.
You sound like an insurance commercial.
Oh, what? You ain't with us? 'Cause you know, we're with us.
Hey, I'm buying the boss 100%. I just don't see how all the crap he's got us doing tonight is gonna put any money in our pockets.
I'm sure he's got his reasons. And I ain't about to ask what they are.
Me neither.
I love these guys. Their banter feels so genuine. Like I've said before, it just comes across more naturally than in the other games in the series. Not saying those were bad or unfunny, I just personally prefer the almost this comic book vibe of dialogue this game leans into more. Also, another nod that some of the men are catching on that Black Mask is not acting right. I also just love this guy staring down at the running water, literally something my fiance does all the time. I have no idea where that body came from, and I have no clue why these guys are popping like popcorn during this fight. I was absolutely dying. I had tears streaming from my face and had to wipe them off mid-battle. This is 100% going in my funny montage video I will eventually make. On top of the goons just popping off, I noticed another funny detail. I was about to comment on how I love all the Black Mask thugs are color coordinated, but then I spotted this guy with a rip in his pants. It's a small little thing, but it cracks me up. Honestly, it fits the chaotic henchman vibe perfectly. The fact that there's a sign here that says do not drink means someone definitely drank the sewer water at one point. Like, you think that's common sense, but apparently that's a rare trait these days.
Nah, I already ate. Just tell me how to work this thing. I know I'm late. I just want to get down there.
I love this stupid henchman humor. The guy yelling at him to open the gate is speaking extra slow, like he knows this dude is a complete idiot. Peak henchman energy. Ooh, some beautiful lighting here. Totally reminds me of the church lighting in Arkham City. Well, I guess those guys missed the do not drink sign from earlier, but you all clearly read the important one about subscribing, right? If you stuck with me this long, why not join the Bat family? My goal is to grow our community to 10,000 strong before the end of the year, so hit that subscribe button and I appreciate the support. They really missed a golden opportunity for this guy to say, wow, he finally opened the gate. Come on, it was right there. This has always been a chilling detail to me. The fact that Lacey's tower is spray painted. We all know who's a fan of spray paint in this series. It's such a clever way to hint that Joker is really the one pulling the strings and that he knew Batman would come along. I absolutely love that.
All right, give me another one. Running what we got to set. And maybe this Black Mask says we got to set.
What's got into the boss? This ain't like him bumming
I'm under the
cops.
GCPD.
A lot of these guys
Why
are
are
on
Black
payroll.
Mask's men planting explosives here? The cops have always been on his
Almost
payroll.
bad for him. Almost.
You and me both.
It's great how more of the henchmen are starting to question what's really going on with Black Mask. Meanwhile, Batman's also quietly putting the pieces together. It all builds the tension so well. These nicknames are amazing. Oh, this is odd. I was trying to get the element of surprise with the remote batarang, but I guess the devs didn't want me to be surprised by Tiny here. Either that or it's just a glitch.
Confirm we now have access to the National Criminal Database.
Connection confirmed. You can now perform DNA analysis. I'm also sending over the police file for the Lacey Towers case.
This photo is from the day of the murder. It's a perfect match. The DNA tells more of the story. But here's something the police overlooked. Roman Sionis owns the Gotham Merchants Bank. And he installed biometric security only he could access.
Moments like this are so satisfying. When all the puzzle pieces click into place, it's a perfect showcase of why Batman earned the title World's Greatest Detective.
Alfred, I have enough information to solve the Lacey Towers case. Here's what happened.
It's honestly so sweet how he checks in with his best dad to let him know he figured things out. It just shows how strong their bond really is, in my opinion.
By now, Gotham PD thinks Roman Sionis is dead. The casualty of a turf war. Murdered by the Penguin. But I know better. Someone spooked Sionis' girlfriend. So he sent her to his safe house. Which was anything but safe. Sionis showed up later, ready for trouble, and found it. Or so it seemed. Roman's always been paranoid. That's probably why he's lasted this long. He'd sent in a decoy, giving himself the element of surprise, but it wasn't enough. There was a fight. Sionis lost. The killer didn't hesitate to shoot the decoy, but he wanted Roman alive to access the cash stored at the Gotham Merchants Bank. With Sionis under control, all that remained was to tie up loose ends. But it wasn't the fire that killed Sionis' girlfriend. What kind of monster forces a man to kill the ones he loves? The Joker. He's the shadow I've been chasing. And now I know where he's going next. Gotham Merchants Bank.
I let that whole scene play out because I genuinely think it's one of the most creative and well-edited moments in the entire series. There's so much thrown at you. Batman narrating what happened, all the little analysis notes popping up. You literally have to pause to catch everything. The eerie music playing here really adds to the atmosphere. And side note, I have music turned all the way down, so I have no idea why it's blasting or even playing. But regardless, it's so well done. This game seriously doesn't get enough credit for creative moments like this. I'm gonna take it slow here and break down some of the notes that pop up. A lot of them are just recaps of what happened in Batman narrating, so I'll focus on the ones I found a bit more interesting. I guess Roman's pacemaker is well known in the crime world, enough for Penguin to look for the scar, but it also works as some solid foreshadowing since Batman brings it up with Roman later on. Also, Penguin's henchmen here are wearing some penguin masks. Kind of looks like the one he wears in Batman the Telltale series, actually. Tiffany's blood is O negative, if you were ever curious. Wouldn't this Giovanni guy clearly see someone standing at the desk near the steps? Or even from the angle of the table Joker's sitting at, he probably could have seen something at the little bar area where Tiffany got hit. I'm just saying, this guy didn't do a great job investigating. Maybe Roman knew that and purposely made him the literal fall guy. Why is the photo they used for Roman just him awkwardly standing in the bathroom? That's seriously the best spot they could have think of for the shot. Oof, this is so ruthless. Joker forcing Black Mask to kill his lover is honestly hard to watch. I do appreciate that they show him putting up more of a fight though. Also, I guess there's zero security or cameras in that tower. People are just coming and going as they please, and no one is noticing Joker dragging Roman out. Weird. To end on a fun note, I love there's nothing actually written in the newspaper. If you look closely, it's just a jumble of random letters with no real words aside from the headlines.
Alfred, see if you can find any information on someone named the Joker.
Searching now, sir. There doesn't seem to be anything coming up. What do you know about him?
Not much. but he's taken Black Mask hostage.
Hostage? So Sionis isn't dead?
I don't think so. From what I can tell, he's worth more to the Joker alive. The Joker wants to use him to break into the Gotham Merchants Bank. I'm on my way there now.
There's something surreal about hearing Batman talk about the Joker like he's just another criminal. It's such clever writing. It plants the seeds of their legendary rivalry. Every iconic story needs a beginning. Also, I guess Alfred wasn't paying attention because he sounded surprised that Roman was still alive, even though Batman just narrated on what just happened.
You were very cordially, you were very cordially invited to a party. And it will be a grand affair.
And it will be a grand affair hosted by the Hatter.
We do hope that you can come.
You can come. We do hope that you can come to share in all the joy.
A lot of people already pointed out that this little dance they do here is a recycled animation from the robot dance one of the henchmen did back in Arkham City, specifically in the museum when they are talking about Freeze's suit. Honestly, I think it's fine. They don't overuse it and it actually fits the moment pretty well.
Greetings and salutations, Batman. I'm Jervis Tetch, inventor, entrepreneur, and part-time haberdasher. You must be wondering why it is I sought you out. Well, I have an employment opportunity I'd like to discuss with you.
Help me, please! If you can hear this, he's going to...
Oh, don't mind Alice, poor dear. Her mind is all aflutter, and who can blame her after all she's been through? But I'll have her right as rain soon enough. Don't you worry about that.
Having the Mad Hatter show up as a side mission in this game was a nice surprise, especially since City first introduced him in the series. It still gives me chills hearing that poor girl scream for help, especially knowing Hatter's track record. I'll dive deeper into all of that when we cover the side missions in a separate video. Let's all take a second to appreciate the majestic Santa T-pose happening in this poster. Nothing more, just art.
Whatever it is, I hope it's far away from here. He wouldn't bother with us for small time, especially compared to the assassins. I don't think he cares. Big time, small time, we're all bad guys to him. He needs to prioritize. You hear that, Bat? Prioritize! Are you an idiot? What if he heard that? Come on. You think he's actually here? I mean, he can't be, right?
It took a lot of willpower not to go down there, but hey, since it's Christmas in this game, I'll let it slide.
It's midnight, sir. I just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas.
You too.
This is such a sweet moment. I love it so much. What's not sweet is this clock still saying it's 9. Like seriously, you can hear the bells chiming that it's midnight in the background. How did no one catch this? I always hated this elf on the shelf stuff. So the clock is working. It just doesn't feel like showing the correct time. Also, some more beautiful lighting here. I love when the key codes have a little bit of humor behind them.
Bodies everywhere. The Joker may still be here, in the vault. I should use caution.
That line delivery is incredible. Probably one of the best so far. That disturbing tone at the sight of all the bodies in the bank, followed by him trying to refocus and realizing Joker might still be here. Just an amazing performance from Roger here. I love how on the scanner it says 2, and he actually takes out 2 in the cutscene. Nice little touch.
Think you can just waltz under my bank, huh?
Roman, I'm here for the Joker.
The Joker? Never heard of him.
Oh my gosh, the body language here is so good. When Batman says his name, Joker actually takes a step back. Like he's shocked Batman knew it, or that he figured it out sooner than Joker wanted. Such a great detail.
How about you, doll? Know the Joker?
The who?
And you, sir? Name Joker ring a bell?
I'm full on fangirling. I'm full on fangirling over this incredible acting and motion capture here. When he says Bell, he tilts his head up, such a beautiful way to signify he's speaking with almost a cocky edge to it, especially since he's wearing a mask. It's so easy to miss this since everybody's probably looking at Roman here.
You son of a bitch! You think you can steal from me? You got away with it? You're a dead man.
And then the eye roll here of him showing he's pissed for not playing along before he even said that. Such amazing animation and motion capture for this scene. I seriously can't get enough of this, and I can talk about it all day. They really make this hard to watch with how brutal Joker is here. Once again, it shows how ruthless and unhinged he can be before we even see his face. You actually can see, and if you listen closely, you can hear the Joker laughing when he's putting his hands on his knees. Easy to miss since you're probably watching them pull the ragdoll Roman right here. But then there's a continuity shot where Joker is walking towards the truck even though he was just standing right next to it. Hold up, did he just drop the mask? Where did the black mask he was wearing go? Okay, you know what? I need to stop or we're gonna be here all day.
It's been you this whole time. You hired the assassins. You've been running Sionis' operation.
Well, technically it's my operation now. Isn't that right, boys?
You got me. Now let her go.
Oh, life would be so simple if you were all I wanted. No, you're just a teeny little distraction compared to what I've got up my sleeve. Here, have a laugh on me. You hear that? Sounds like 8 tiny reindeer.
What a great scene. The reveal and twist here are seriously incredible. Sure, we kind of saw it coming after the crime scene in Lacey Towers and piecing things together ourselves, but the way the reveal is executed is absolutely masterful. The flashing lights paired with Carol of the Bells going full force, it's just breathtaking. I haven't even touched on the score yet since I usually keep the music turned off for reasons we all know why, but Christopher Drake delivers such a captivating soundtrack here. Honestly, it might be my favorite in the series, but I'll put a pin in that for now. I know another big controversy with this game that I haven't even touched on is that we end up with the Joker as the main villain again in an Arkham title. A lot of people were upset thinking this was going to be a Black Mask focused game. Personally, I'm fine with it because in my opinion, this wasn't the Joker we truly know until the very end. I'll dive deeper into that when we get to the part where we explore his mind after Batman saves him from the fall. And of course, we have to talk about the amazing performance from Troy Baker as this younger Joker, stepping into the role instead of Mark Hamill. I think he absolutely surpassed expectations in this game. I honestly don't understand why some people put this portrayal down. He captures the essence of Joker magnificently. He's funny, his delivery is spot on, and when that jolly mask slips and he gets angry, it's genuinely frightening. Now, I don't know if I can call this my second favorite Joker performance just yet, because I truly love Anthony Ingruber's take in the Telltale games for the humanity and vulnerability he brings to this character. But that's a discussion we have to wait until we wrap up the Arkham franchise and then dive into the Telltale games, which will be a while. One last thing, shout out to this goon in the back, just chilling in the truck. This man is living his best life right now.
She's dead.
That is honestly terrifying.
Helen, he ain't dead.
I'm sorry, it must be a bad connection. I thought I heard you say that after I shot him and blew up a building on him, the bat somehow survived.
If he was dead, there'd be a body. There ain't no body.
Well, since I know that's impossible, I'm going to let you reconcile my vision of reality with your version of reality, and in case your pea brain can't parse big words, I'll translate it into thug speak for you. Kill the bat, or I'll kill you!
My question here is, how is Joker getting perfect reception in a winter storm like this, and he's currently driving? What carrier is he using?
Where's the Joker going?
Guy's nuts, man. Killed about a quarter of Black Masked men when they wouldn't take orders from him.
Unless you want to join them, talk.
He said something about the steel mill.
That's Sionis' mill.
It's Joker's mill now.
Ain't no way you're getting in there.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
Man, the voice acting for this goon interrogation here is incredible. I love how he starts off sounding scared, then he slips into this cocky attitude at the end.
Alfred, pull schematics on Sionis Industries steel mill. Joker's taken Sionis there. He's going to kill him. Unless I get there first.
This Joker sounds dangerous.
He's taken over Black Mask's operations and slaughtered the men who wouldn't turn. He's the one who hired the assassins.
And it must be he who ordered the bombing of the GCPD. Oh, dear Lord. Shouldn't you think about letting the police handle this one?
Not a chance. He's mine.
I love how Alfred slips into full parental mode. He's genuinely worried Bruce could get himself killed. I really like how he can go back to the dead bank teller and investigate what killed her, especially since Batman has never seen this kind of ailment on a person before. It's a great story beat, especially knowing we'll see Joker's toxin in the other Arkham games.
The laughter was a side effect of a poison. She wasn't laughing. She was dying. If I had known she was poisoned, might have been able to save her.
I also adore this sad little detail. The bank teller's photo is now laying on the floor instead of hanging proudly on the wall, signifying that she's gone and that she was employee of the month. It's the same kind of melancholy as watching the last petal of a flower fall to the floor. One moment there's a blanket, then the next there's not. I know he took it off, but there's zero sign of it afterwards.
Shiva, trying to collect the bounty.
That's just a consolation prize, in case you fail the test.
Test? I don't have time for this.
Somewhere in New Gotham, an innocent man is about to die. And we both know you won't allow that. So the question is, can you find him, Batman? Can you save him?
I'll talk more about Shiva when we get to her side mission, but like many have pointed out, it's a shame she wasn't integrated into the main story. It sucks because I feel like she had so much potential here and could have made for an amazing boss fight, almost on the level of Deathstroke or Bane, but more on that later.
Look, I get it. I do. But you gotta see, this isn't something you can come back from.
Can't you give me a little more time?
I waited as long as I could.
What do you think they're doing in there?
Yeah, whatever they're doing, Black Mask deserves it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a few whacks at the old boss myself.
Me neither. But, you think we can trust the new guy?
The guy who calls himself the Joker? Hell no. But you can't cross him either.
Ain't that the story of our lives?
Really interesting story beat here. Sionis' men turning on him to work for the Joker. Some are conflicted about it, while others don't care because they just want money or to stay alive. And considering Joker killed an entire quarter of his men for refusing to switch sides, you can see why survival might take priority.
Sir, I have isolated the electromagnetic signal on Electrocutioner's gloves. You can track him with your scanner now.
A bit late, Alfred. I'm about to get my hands on Black Mask. And maybe the Joker, too.
Right, well, it's ready to go, should you need it.
Even though I hate seeing Bruce be a jerk to the best dad here, it's good tension that slowly builds in the story. It lets that frustration simmer until they finally let it all out later, during one of the best scenes in the game.
The boss tried to ice Batman at the bank, but screwed it up. Yeah, tried to blow up the bank right on top of it. Huge explosion, almost brought down the building. Who the hell knows how the Bat survived? It's like he came back from the dead.
See, that's the problem with the new boss. All these theatrics. All Roman wanted Batman dead, it'd be a shot to the head and one in the chest for good measure. Pair of cement shoes and throw him in the river. Ain't no one's coming back from that. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, Joker could learn a thing or two from Sionis. You want someone dead? Fill him with lead. It doesn't have to be some kind of stage show.
You know that. I know that. But something tells me a man who goes by the name Joker ain't gonna be learning that lesson anytime soon.
Oh, these poor little souls. If only they knew what they were in for.
What happened down there?
What are you going on about now?
All our guys, gone. It's like they vanished. Benny, Paul, Frank. You don't the Bat, do you?
The Bat. Here?
He's probably out for revenge after the boss tried to off him.
It's oddly sweet that the goon actually knew the names of the guys Batman just took down. Love that we get another look of the wall of assassin photos, just like at the start. And apparently Croc decided to update his profile pic. It's not the same one we saw in the beginning. And technically, Bane is on screen here, so I will put a coin in the thirst jar. And I'm a woman of my word because I said in the beginning, every time he shows up, I will put one in the jar.
Interesting. Sionis had a pacemaker implanted. It says here he had prolonged QT syndrome. Anything that raises his heart rate could trigger cardiac arrest.
Batman acts like he just learned about Roman's pacemaker, even though in the sewers there was already notes about the scar and Penguin literally checking for it. Bit of odd writing choice here.
If it works, I'll have a prototype for you as soon as the resin cures.
Good, I'll need it. The more I learn about the Joker, the more I realize there's something very different about him.
You don't say.
Come on. Why are you messing with the crate? We're supposed to be locking this place down.
Whatever, man.
I'm serious. Knock it off.
Okay, let me shut it down.
I love how the goons will just scream at each other over the most ridiculous, pointless stuff. Wait, what? Did the game seriously just crash right now? Are we seriously having the first crash right now? Come on. Really? Had a really good point, too. Thanks, Batman.
Who did this?
Didn't mean to miss the scene, but it's pretty eerie. Just him saying, "Get them out of me," definitely gives me Scarecrow vibes, and I'm all for it. It also makes sense when Batman asks who did this, since Batman mentioned at the beginning that he isn't familiar with Copperhead. Nice callback.
They're holding Sionis in here somewhere.
There's a reason he's called the world's greatest detective.
What do you say, Joe? Should we let him out?
Let me think. He did give us that raise he promised us. Oh, wait. No, he never did. That's right. How could I have forgotten?
When I get out of here, I'm gonna kill both of you. Slowly. With my own hands.
Man, the subtitle person definitely has a spacing problem going on in this game. Poor Sionis. Yeah, he's not exactly having a Merry Christmas. Fun detail though, if you hold back, he actually calls out to Batman.
Very good. Now get your ass in here and untie me. Get in here and untie me. I'll make it worth your while. All right, enough of the theatrics. Get in here and let me down.
Get me out of this thing. Where's the Joker?
Go to hell.
Wrong answer.
That's so sick. I love how they frame Copperhead's movements to really make her feel like a sly sneaky snake.
By my count, there are still 9 more ribs I can break.
You think that'll make me talk? After what he's put me through, the torture, turned my men on me, stole from me, murdered my woman, he's my kill, not yours!
Wait, what happened to the lighting here? It was so good and then it shuts off when we cut back to Roman. Seriously, how do they not check or notice this?
I can control your pacemaker remotely. You want to see what 250 beats per minute feels like? You wouldn't.
That's honestly one of the most threatening things I have ever heard Batman say. It legit made my heart skip a beat. I know he has said worse before, but in a moment like this, I genuinely feel like he'll follow through with it.
Copperhead.
Devs, you're killing me here. 2 lazy shots in a row? Really? It's painfully obvious.
Tell him and I'll pay you whatever you want. Make him suffer and I'll suffer.
An empty promise from a fallen king. I know about the Joker.
Couple of freaks. You two deserve each other.
I love how Copperhead calls him out here. It's a great little character moment that proves she's sharper than she lets on.
What did you do to me?
I killed you. And in a few more minutes, your body will realize it. That's it. Use your strength. With every effort, you hasten your end.
Must scan the room for Copperhead's poison.
Getting some serious Arkham City flashbacks here. Batman in the same almost drunken state. At least this time he's not throwing up blood.
Alfred, uploading analysis of a neurotoxin. I need you to synthesize an antidote.
Your vitals are off the charts. What happened? Never mind. Just get up to ground level so I can send in an airdrop. And after this, you're coming back here so I can have a look at you.
Protect this best dad at all cost. I love this hallucination sequence here. Seriously, it's giving me major Scarecrow in the Asylum vibes with the eerie laughter and the constant sense of discomfort. They nailed the atmosphere, and honestly, I love to see them take a crack at Scarecrow after passing this test. Even on a scanner, it's all trippy.
What would your father say if he could see you now, throwing away your family's hard-earned fortune on these frivolous nightly escapades? And for what? You're not this city's savior. You're a Wayne, and a spoiled, wasteful disappointment of a Wayne at that. Have you forgotten what your family name stands for? You disappoint me. You disappoint me.
I really like how Alfred is the one saying, "You disappointed me." He probably does feel that way since he doesn't understand yet, and it works as great foreshadowing.
You could have saved me if you'd only come sooner. What were you doing? You're no hero. A real hero would have saved me.
Let me die. How many more must perish before you realize? You're no savior. You're a curse upon this city. A plague on all of Gotham. Leave us alone! We were better off without you. I'd still be alive without you.
I really like this moment of self-doubt in Bruce, thinking he's failing as a vigilante, yet he's still able to put up a fight. The placement does feel a bit rushed, if I'm being honest, but with Joker emerging for the first time, I'm assuming Bruce will start to realize his way of dispensing justice might be flawed, even if he never says it out loud. And that bank teller scene? Just nightmare fuel, man. Easily one of the scariest moments in this game.
Piece by piece.
Alright, Copperhead's turn in the boss fight lineup. Overall, I think it's a pretty good and memorable fight. I don't think it's as strong as Deathstroke's or Bane's, but it's still enjoyable. I honestly always underestimate her, and this time I challenged myself by not using any of the explosive gel. I only died twice, so I call that an achievement. I've seen a lot of people say this fight reuses ideas from the Arkham City Ra's al Ghul's battle, the multiple clones and the dash mechanic, and I think that's a fair argument, but I also think they changed enough to make it fit well here. Is it a bit rushed? Yeah, but it still works fine for me. Honestly, I'd rather have this than her being relegated to just a side mission. Now, Copperhead as a character is quite interesting. Copperhead has been around since 1968. In most versions, the character has traditionally been male. As for why they made the change, someone told me once they saw an interview for one of the devs saying something along the lines of, "Could you imagine a male Copperhead slithering all over Batman's body like a snake?" So yeah, maybe it was for the better, and honestly, they probably also didn't want Shiva to be the only female assassin on the roster. Adding Copperhead helps balance things out a bit, and gave us another unique fighting style to go up against. Overall, for the short time she's in the spotlight, she's fun, entertaining, and clearly brought to life with a lot of energy by the voice actor. While I know plenty of people, my fiance included, find her very attractive for some reason, I'll just nod along and say, sure. But hey, that's the part of the charm. She leaves an impression in more ways than one.
You think these ties will hold me?
Maybe not. I'd like to see you get out of this.
I know where he is. The Joker.
Tell me.
He's called a meeting. All the assassins will be there. When you set me free, I'll tell you where.
Thanks. I owe you one.
What?
Yeah, wait, hold on. He was just about to slam it shut, then just reopens it? These continuity shots are really starting to get on my nerves.
Alfred, send GCPD an anonymous tip. Tell them to look inside the shipping containers at the steel mill.
Does that mean you've dealt with Copperhead, sir?
Yes, and I'm about to deal with the Joker.
I don't think that's wise after what you've just been through. You should come back here for medical.
Not now, Alfred.
Well, excuse me for caring. You're breaking a poor butler's heart, you know. Well, I guess someone's gotta write a letter to Santa.
Electrocutioner's gloves emit a powerful electromagnetic signal which I can follow with my scanner. He'll lead me right to the Joker.
We will go follow that trail and attend that meeting next time in part 5. Also, if you're looking for even more content, I just posted an exclusive video on my Patreon. It's a new series where my dad and I react to the classic 1960s Adam West Batman. It's just a few bucks to join, so check it out in the link in the description, and I appreciate the support. What's the creepiest part in Arkham Origins? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to stay even more involved with the community, I post regularly on the community tab about news on Batman media, fun polls, behind the scenes, and much more. So make sure you click that ding 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 dong on the bell notification so you don't miss out. Also, why not subscribe and join our Bat family? Us nerds need to stick together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Stay tuned.